In a Roman courtroom, a sea of faces and armed guards gather, their collective anticipation hanging heavy in the air. The air crackles with unspoken tension as the crowd awaits a pivotal moment of judgment. Roman soldiers stand like statues, their stern gaze sweeping across the restless assembly, as justice hangs in the balance. In the heart of the Roman courtroom, Jesus remains a beacon of serenity amidst a storm of accusations. Surrounded by a chorus of hatred, Jesus' expression remains untouched by the venom of his accusers. The camera zeroes in on Jesus' face, revealing a profound sense of calm that defies the surrounding turmoil. In the Roman courtroom, Pilate's imposing figure exudes authority mixed with curiosity as Jesus stands before him, radiating serenity amidst the looming judgment. Pilate's piercing inquiry echoes through the chamber. "Tell me, are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus responds with calm resolve, questioning the source of Pilate's inquiry. "Is that your own idea? Or did others talk to you about me?" Pilate's frustration flares as he retorts, "Am I a Jew? Your own people and chief priests handed you over to me. What is it you have done?" Jesus calmly explains, "My kingdom is not of this world. If it were, my servants would fight to prevent my arrest by the Jewish leaders. But now, my kingdom is from another place." Pilate, intrigued and perplexed, probes further. "You are a king, then?" "You say that I am a king. I was born for this, and I came into the world to testify to the truth. Everyone on the side of truth listens to me." In the Roman courtroom, Pilate stands before a sea of faces, his voice barely audible above the rising storm of discontent. Pilate's plea? Jesus or Barabbas? The crowd erupts in a deafening roar, their collective voice a chilling testament to the power of collective rage. In a unified cry, the crowd demands Barabbas' release and Jesus' crucifixion, sealing his fate with their impassioned and merciless words. In the Roman courtroom, Pilate is caught in a silent battle between his inner conscience and the rising tide of public pressure. The weight of a fateful decision bears down on him as he hesitates, the air thick with unspoken political consequences. Pilate seeks guidance from his advisors, his gaze searching their faces for a flicker of support amid the brewing storm. Pilate returns to the forefront, his face etched with a mixture of authority and resignation as he faces the relentless crowd. Pilate's voice echoes through the courtroom as he asks, "What shall I do with Jesus, who is called the Messiah?" A thunderous roar erupts from the crowd. "Crucify him!" In the Roman courtroom, Pilate is overwhelmed by the crowd and the possibility of an uprising. Pilate makes a fateful decision, his face a mask of resignation and fear. In a symbolic act, Pilate calls for a basin of water, the sound echoing through the tense courtroom. Pilate washes his hands before the crowd, a gesture of detachment that seals a dark fate. In the Roman courtroom, Pilate stands before the crowd, his face etched with the weight of the looming decision. Pilate, in a moment of grave pronouncement, declares, "I am innocent of this man's blood. See to it yourselves." The crowd erupts in a chilling chorus, sealing their fate with the ominous words, "His blood be on us and on our children." In the Roman courtroom, Pilate's decree echoes through the hall, sealing the fate of Jesus. Barabbas walks free, while Jesus is seized by Roman soldiers. His journey to Calvary begins. Pilate's face betrays a storm of internal conflict and regret as he watches the events unfold. The courtroom falls silent, save for the rustling of garments and the heavy steps of soldiers, the air thick with impending doom. Amidst the ancient streets of Jerusalem, a harrowing spectacle unfolds. Jesus, battered and bleeding, bears his cross through a gauntlet of scorn. A chorus of jeers and taunts rises from the merciless crowd, their voices a venomous wave crashing over him. Yet, amidst the sea of hate, a few weep silently, their tears a testament to the injustice of the moment. The heavy cross cuts into Jesus' shoulders, each step forward a monumental act of defiance against despair. Each drop of blood falling on the ancient stones echoes the silent scream of a world in anguish. At Golgotha, Jesus endures the agony of crucifixion, his face a canvas of suffering, Every line etched on his face tells a story of immense pain and profound sacrifice. His sacrifice shows his love for humanity. Upon the desolate expanse of Golgotha, Jesus hangs on the cross as the sun begins its solemn descent. Roman soldiers, their armor gleaming faintly, stand guard at the foot of the hill, their presence a stark symbol of dominion. A small gathering of devoted followers stands apart, their faces a canvas of sorrow amidst the gathering gloom. The heavens darken, twisting shadows stretch across the barren ground, and an unsettling stillness blankets the air. In the eerie silence, the wind whispers through the desolate scene, a haunting lament for the dying day. Upon Golgotha, a solitary figure, Jesus hangs upon the cross, exposed to the merciless sun. In a moment of profound despair, Jesus cries out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" The sun beats down relentlessly, symbolizing the divine abandonment of Jesus. On Golgotha, Jesus utters his final prayer, entrusting his spirit to the heavens. With a final breath, his head descends, signaling the end of his earthly suffering. The earth trembles in response, as a deep sense of loss permeates the desolate landscape. In his last words, Jesus softly whispers, "Father, into your hands I commit my spirit." Alone in the Roman courtroom, Pilate is haunted by the echoes of recent events. Pilate stares at his hands, metaphorically stained with the blood of Jesus, a chilling reminder of his fateful decision. His face is a canvas of guilt, regret, and disbelief. Under a somber sky, Jerusalem stands cloaked in an atmosphere of disquiet, signaling the dawn of a transformative epic. The city's ancient stones whisper tales of change, their silence amplifying the anticipation of an unknown future. A new era begins, its shadow stretching across the sacred land, stirring both hope and trepidation.